Hello guys, it's me, Mercy, and welcome to Beans Productions, and I'm here to give you guys another video. Today, I'm continuing my series of videos named The Good, The Bad, and The Oda, where I will talk about a One Piece arc on movie, and discuss the positive, negative, and Oda-esque aspects of it. I will now cover the longest arc in all of One Piece, which is Wano Country. And remember that this discussion is very opinionated, so there's that. So, before we begin, do not forget to leave a like in this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and press the bell for notifications when my videos comes out. Also, please share this video with your fellow friends and One Piece fans so they can watch my content. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting with the positives of the Wano Country arc, we first have to talk about Gear 5th. This form was something a lot of us One Piece fans expected for him to have, along with him awakening his Devil Fruit. But what we did not expect is how unique and awesome the form really is. First of all, Luffy's Devil Fruit is revealed to be the human fruit model Nika, which is a mythical Zoan. His robbery body gets even more freedom, and now he can do things that he couldn't do before, such as becoming a giant and affecting the surroundings around him in robbery ways, including people. But the biggest thing about Gear 5th is the whole Goofy Toon Force powers Luffy gains as a result of awakening his Devil Fruit. We'll talk about those crazy moments in the Oda section. But what I can say is that it's refreshing to see a power-up that is not about looking edgy and serious, but one that is meant to fit Luffy's comical and goofy nature. Ichiro Oda did a great job in subverting our expectations, and making Gear 5th a funny as hell form. The next positive thing about this arc is Oden's flashback and his death. The whole chapters, or episodes, in which we see the story of Kozuki Oden and how he became a beloved person in Wano was great to see. It was nice seeing how the Skylarks formed and the many adventures that Oden had with Whitebeard and Goldie Roger. We also get chapters 966 and 967, who had the most iconic moments with all of One Piece, such as the Roger and Whitebeard clash and the Roger laugh scene. But for me, chapter 972 was the highlight of the flashback for me, as we see Oden going through the boiling pot trial and clearing it like a champ, but sadly Oroshi's Viper ass changed the execution time anyways. And then we see Oden do a Jiraiya pose, saying Oden wouldn't be Oden if it wasn't boiled, as Kaido shoots it in the head and falls into the pot smiling like a badass. The whole Oden flashback overall was just great, and the anime did a great job adapting it. Luffy vs Kaido is another positive thing about the Wano arc. It is truly the second best fight in One Piece, especially in the anime, just behind the Karakuri one. 4 rounds of epicness, as Luffy starts out the first fight by losing hard to Kaido, as he delivers the baby shake to Luffy. But then Luffy trains and learns Ryo, also known as Advanced Armament Haki, and for the second round in Rupees, he fares better, going as far as to learn Advanced Conqueror's Haki, which is when he finally starts dealing Kaido major damage. But he lost again, and in the third round, he's even more match to match with Kaido, to the point of making Kaido have a lot of fun and respect him as a fighter. But due to CP0 interference, he loses again, but he soon unlocks Gear 5th and completely turns the tables with Kaido, leading to the final clash of Barian Gun and Flame Dragon Bagua, which finally ends Luffy's victory, and he sends Kaido down into a lava pit that completely erupts. The fight was so epic from beginning to end. Zoro vs King is another positive highlight of Wano, especially episode 1062, which had incredible storyboard by Ryusuke Tanaka and Kazumi Shizuka, great direction by Tanaka, and amazing animation by Shizuka, Chris BM, and Vision Chancellor to boost. This is the fight where Zoro finally masters Emma, and uses advanced Conqueror's Haki to fight with King. The whole fight had great choreography and culminates with the epic Imperial Flaming Wings and 103 Mercies Dragon Damnation clash, which ends with Zoro beating King. The next positive thing is Sanji vs Queen, where it's more about story. Sanji gets a lot of development in the Wano arc, but Sanji clashes with Queen were truly amazing, as he unlocks his Yama powers and has to deal with a dilemma about it in regards to his fear of becoming heartless like his brothers. He was first accused of hitting a young lady named Osome, which goes completely against his morals, and decided to destroy the race suit to completely distance himself from his Yama ties. He then finds out that Queen was the one that hurt Osome, which pisses him off, and with his new Infrared Jambe, he defeats Queen. The anime did a great job with the fight, especially in episode 1061, where the storyboard and direction was a huge highlight, which made the story even better. And I'm not done talking about Sanji, as the next positive thing about the Wano arc is his moment where he asks Robin for help. In the Onigashima raid, he was captured by Black Maria, and we know Sanji can't hurt women due to his chivalry values implemented by Self. He was trapped, and she told Sanji to call Nico Robin so she can kill her. Prior to this, Sanji didn't want to ask anyone for help because of his past and trauma, so he couldn't rely on his crew, especially the female members, to help him fight the enemy. But thanks to the whole Cake Island arc, he finally learned to rely on his friends, which led him to ask Robin for help. This moment was ridiculed by Sanji haters and Zorotards, because of course, they love to slander his ass, despite the moment having a clear message. Hell, even Robin tells Black Maria, who was insulting Sanji for calling Robin for help, that she's very happy that Sanji relied on her, and that he's worthy of being one of the wings of the future Pirate King. Robin is clearly telling you that Sanji relying on her isn't a bad thing, but let the haters hate, I guess. The next positive aspect of the Wano arc is episode 1015, which is the episode where Rupees officially begins, as the World Generation members of Luffy, Zoro, Law, Killer, and Kid arrive at the roof to face off against Kaido and Big Mom, with the ending of the Red Rock and Luffy reinstating that he will surpass them and become king of the pirates. The chapter itself was really good, but the anime adaptation was spectacular, all thanks to the direction and storyboard of Megumi Ishitani, whose movie-like magic turned an already solid chapter into a straight-up masterpiece. The use of color, scenery, and lighting was spot on, with a lot of scenes feeling magical. The OST was great too, with an instrumental rendition of We Are playing in Luffy's Red Rock moment, being so fitting and epic. Like, this episode has to be seen to be believed. Momonosuke's character development is another positive thing about this arc. This is the arc where Momonosuke goes from being cowardly and unfit to be a leader to one that is really brave and confident. He even sacrifices his own childhood to have Luffy reach Kaido so he can defeat him and free Wano from his terror. Momonosuke was a character that I was never fond of because he perverted and mocking gap with Nami and Robin. But he truly stepped up and became a well-written character thanks to the Wano arc. The last thing that I find positive about the Wano arc is Shanks stopping Greenbow from continuing his rampage in Wano. This is more of a personal and fanboy thing than anything. Shanks arriving near Wano and using his Conqueror's Haki to intimidate and communicate with Greenbow, scored and leaving shit out of him into returning back to Marine headquarters was nothing short of awesome. He basically tells him, "Now, I'm not accusing you of fighting dirty, Marine man, but when the new shoots that just changed pirate history are success from their feet, don't you think they're doing a bit too much? Are you that afraid of the new era?" It was just a great moment, and seeing Shanks being a badass is something I love to see. Now, to talk about the few negative things about the Wano arc. First, the fake out deaths of Kinemon and Kiku were truly annoying. Oda has always done this, where he basically puts a character in a situation where he seemingly understandably kill off, only for the next time we see them, they are alright and only hurt. Like you basically did something that looks like a death scene, only to just ruin it as just wrong. In Kinemon's case, it is true that his wife was waiting for him, but Kaido dealt with him with the intent on killing him. Kaido didn't care about the scavengers anymore. He's completely alright with killing Kinemon, only to show him alive because of Law not putting his body properly because of what happened in Pond Hazard. That's freaking ridiculous. But Kiku, oh boy Kiku, her scene where Stereo stops her as treat her as her saying the last words. Like the way the scene feels is very conclusive, like it's the end of the character's life. You can do this shit if the next thing we see the character is right now being alive. That's something that Oda has always done, which is super annoying. The next thing to complain about is how the Toby Roper were easily defeated. Oda built up these guys to be a huge force to be reckoned with, but they were defeated so easily in 1 or 2 chapters. This arc should have at least taken a maximum of 3 or 4 chapters with the respective fight scenes. They just felt too weak in my opinion. The last negative thing about the Wano arc is how Orochi was handled past first death by Kaido. Look, I get that Kaido is a bigger problem, since he's extremely powerful. Even if Orochi is a bum, he's the one that caused Wano to suffer for 20 years in the first place. He's the reason Oden died, and he's the reason Kaido is in Wano to begin with. He was also the reason why many villagers from Wano are unable to grieve due to the smell of dog fruit. He should have a bigger punishment than what he ended up getting. He deserved to die, but he needed to suffer a lot more before that. But hey, it is what it is. Let's get to the Oda-esque aspect of the Wano Country arc. And let's start with more Gear 5 shenanigans. This form was introduced in this arc, so of course I have to talk about the crazy stuff Luffy pulled out in this fight with Kaido. First, Luffy gets eaten by Kaido, but he's just attacking from the inside. He even uses his balloon to inflate Kaido's stomach from the inside out and make him lose balance. The worst thing he did though is pull his hands out from his freaking eyes and escape his body with a rocket. But my favorite thing he did to Kaido was use his dragon body as a jump rope. He literally placed jump rope with Kaido's body, and I find that stuff so disrespectful. And the last Oda-esque thing that happened in the Wano arc is Buggy becoming a Junko. I kinda knew Oda was gonna do that shit since Buggy kinda said it himself when he became a warlord, but still, the fact that Buggy, who's a weak ass character, became a Junko due to his huge following and cross guild was still baffling to me. You can tell that Oda loves licking Buggy's boots. He adores Buggy so much that he's willing to give him the Junko title just because he felt like it. I would still not accept Buggy as a Junko. Call it cope, but I don't care. And that is all I got for today, guys. So tell me, do you like this video? Is there any positive, negative of Oda-esque aspect of Wano that I didn't talk about? Comments down below and let me know. Do not forget to leave a like in this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, please watch my other videos and interact with them. I will really appreciate it. This was Mercy from Beans Productions, and I see you guys in the next video. Au revoir.